Well, happy days, my fantastic artistic friends, to Painting with Master Temple. Today we're going to do a nice big painting, and you can see up here we've got a canvas. This is double primed pre-stretched canvas, and we've coated this in a very thin layer of liquid white so we can blend colour up here rather than tone the scents down to death on the old palette. Now what we're going to paint today is a nice cool, well, a winter scene, but it's cool because it's winter, but it's not going to be a cool winter scene. We're going to try and glow it up a little bit with some vibrant colours that we like to use on the Temple channel. Okay, so let's crack on with it. Okay, I'm going to pick up just a tiny little half inch little brush, and I'm just going to hit the tiniest amount, just a tiny little bit of cad yellow. Don't want much, don't want hardly any. Okay, and then just off centre to up and round about there, let's say. Yeah, we'll put a little tiny yellowy glow, golden glow in the sky. I don't want to overpower the painting with yellows, okay? But I just want a little tiny glow in the sky, just about there, like so. Okay, a little bit more yellow, and we may have a bit of ice or a frozen stream or something, so a little bit of that will be reflected down there, just like that. Okay, let's set that brush to one side. Now I'm going to pick up a 1-inch Bob Ross paintbrush, and I'm going to hit a tiny bit, just a tiny bit of alizarin crimson. Okay, I don't want much, I just want a nice pinky glow up here. Okay, just blend that in because we've got the white already on the canvas. We're going to blend these together, just down there like so. And where the yellow and the white and the crimson mix, we'll get a nice little colour as well, different variant of colour, just like that. And then just tease that out. Okay, hardly any paint on the brush now. There, and maybe a little tiny bit down here. Just wipe off the excess. Just there, like that. Again, we can paint over all this. They'll just become shadows if we don't like it. All right. Now with that, I'm going to just knock off the excess paint off the paintbrush, and I'm going to go into a tiny bit of phthalo blue, just a tiny bit. So we've got a little bit of crimson and a little bit of blue. Just a tiny bit of blue though. Okay, now let's start up here in this corner. And we've got like a really purpley colour. Let's add a little bit more. In fact, I'm going to go into the magentas, I think, there. Leave that blue there. Let's go into the magentas. Wow. That has changed the tone already, hasn't it? We weren't kidding. We wasn't kidding. Okay, and then go across. All the way across the sky. There, so we've got a lovely bluey purpley colour. Okay, a bit more of the magenta, a bit more of the crimson, a bit more of the blue. And then just bring that down like that. All the way down to the horizon line. And all the way across. And we'll go, maybe fill it all in. But I'm swirling side to side like this. It makes it a little bit easier to blend when we come back over here with a big brush and I want to blend all this together. Just makes it a tiny bit easier than just ploughing it straight on. Alright, down there like so. Alright, let's set that down. Let's get a big, clean, dry brush. Okay. Now where this light part is, alright, I'm going to hit a bit of white. I want to pale it off some more, so I'm just going to put some white paint in there, and I'm just going to swirl around. Okay, swirl around into the crimsons and into the blues and purples. Okay, but don't take your blues and purples into your yellows, or else we'll have a bit of a green spot there, and heaven forbid that happens in your sky. Okay, down there, just like that. Now, set that brush down to one side because it's got a bit of colour on there. Another dry brush, clean dry brush there. And we'll start again just by blending all this together and then just going across the whole thing very gently, very lightly. Fetch all this sky together, just up and down and left and right. There we go. Alright, so that's a pretty colourful sky. It really is, but we could do with some big snow clouds up there. We really could. Okay, so I'm just going to swill this brush off, odorless thinner, shake off the excess and knock it against the leg of an easel. Okay, so let's add some clouds. In fact, I'm going to grab this round brush. I used it earlier with some white paint on a different project, so we might as well use it now. It's got some paint on it. Okay, so just tap wherever we want a big fluffy looking cloud. We'll just tap in a basic cloudy shape there, just like that. Maybe it comes down there like so. And if you get a bit too much colour, just wipe it against a paper towel, reload, off we go again. Maybe that goes up there like that. We don't know. I don't know. Okay, clean dry brush. Which one was it? It was this one. Okay, and I'm just going to swirl the base of this cloud. Just swirl it up. Don't touch the top edge. You're going to save that top edge at the moment, but just swirl the base just like that. Okay, I've got a little bit too much paint on just there, so we can just zip that off with a palette knife. Like so. Come back in and then just tap a little bit more. There, like that. In fact, we could bring that down there like so. A bit more cloudiness up here. Just tap those clouds in. There, yeah, it's actually quite unseasonably warm when I'm painting this now. I don't know why I wanted to paint a wintry scene. I don't know why. But these things happen. You get inspiration from anywhere sometimes, don't you? You really do. And swirl this side up as well. Don't leave this cloud hanging. Yeah. Okay, now we can just fluff, very gently, fluff up, very gently, just hardly touching the canvas. If you get too much paint, just beat it off. And again, there, just fluff up, tease. Okay, and then just gently go across the whole thing. There, like so. And then this side as well. There, like that. Okay. Shall we have some backgroundy trees? Let's do that. Okay, let's take a rounded brush. And I'm going to take some of that crimson. And I'm going to take some white. So alizarin crimson, tiny touch of phthalo blue, and some white. Okay, and let's pop in a nice little backgroundy tree just there, like that. Wow, that was easy to do, wasn't it? We could do that. Let's do another one. Okay, maybe a bit stronger, but a little bit more sunlight, a little bit taller. There, like so. Maybe a bit of another one. Let's get a bit more crimson. Change the flavour. There he comes. There he comes. There, like that. Okay, maybe a bit up there like that. We're joined by his friend Freddy the Fly again. Okay, maybe a bit more blue. Again, change the tone, change the flavour, keep it rock and rolling, yeah? Just there like so. Maybe another one. Let's put some backgroundy trees in there. Well, that's got really cold all of a sudden, that one. Bit too much phthalo blue. But that's alright, because that's what we want, yeah? We can work with anything. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Right, let's set that brush down. Now, this one. Put a bit of the cloudy sort of colours on. We're just going to hit the base of where these trees are. Really hit, get firm, get tough. Okay, let's blend those. let's mist those bases up and then blend them out. Just like that, and then gently across. Okay. Now we can fetch things in front of that. Alright, so I'm going to go into magenta this time. Okay, and a touch of blue. Not much blue. Don't want much blue. I'm trying to keep it warm, right? Okay, and then we'll have one just there. Side to side. Think like a tree, as I always do. Okay. And then just pop that down there. A bit more colour. And then we'll go a little bit taller. Over as cloud. We know it's there, right? We practice making it, so it's not wasted time. Change the flavour. There, look at that. There we go. Down there, like that. So we've got a couple of backgroundy trees there. Maybe go into some real phthalo blue. Okay, maybe add a tiny bit of bright red to that. Just a tiny bit. Okay, and maybe we'll have something there. Comes down. Like so. There. Right, back to the brush which we were blending the bases out with. Just blend and then just tease away. And then just blend and just tease away. Just like that. Now I need to start thinking where we're going to put some streams and things like that. So I'm going to get a fan brush and I'm going to go into some of this purpley colour. Okay, and I'm just going to, down here, I'm just going to touch and put some sort of shrubs or whatever right on the far bank. Just there like that. Just there. In fact, we'll fetch this one in front, yeah? And then I'm going to pull straight down. Just with the fan brush, pull straight down into the water. Just like that. Okay, and then even with the fan brush, go straight across. Okay, so we've got instant reflections there. It doesn't matter if we make a little bit of green down in the water. That's alright. Okay, now I can come back up here and just put a couple of little bushy things on the purpley side, just up there. There, like that. Grand stuff. Okay, let's go back and bring this tree right into this foreground. So magenta, let's make some magenta colours, and then down there, and that comes down there like so. All the way down. There. All the way down there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's just fill all this lot in. There. Probably put some bigger things in there. We don't know yet. I wish I had an idea. I started off thinking we were going to do a mountain earlier on, and it never materialised. Okay, so let's just change the colour a little bit on this little peninsula there. Love the colours. Maybe even grab a bit more crimson. I said we were going to do a wintry scene, but I just wanted it a little bit warmer. A little bit more pleasant to look at. Sometimes when we paint these winter scenes, they're really, really unpleasant and cold, and we don't like that. Okay, let's grab some of this. It's just a dirty brush, but it's the colours that we've got above, so it's alright. Same on this side. Let's pull straight down. Just pull straight down and then gently go across. Okay, we'll neaten that lot up. I know it looks a little tiny bit odd to me there, just anyway, so we'll just put a little bit more colour in there, like that. Happy days. There. Blend, blend, blend it away, blend, blend, blend it away. Okay, let's put an evergreen tree on over here. I think we'll have an evergreen tree. So I'm going to go into some of that. I've taken some thin oil paint. just a tiny bit. We'll go magenta, we'll go purple, we'll go any colour we've got. Okay, and then on one side I'm just going to take alizarin crimson. So I'm sort of like double loading the paintbrush, and I'm going to put a there. Let's have it there. Okay, and then side to side. This is on the little rounded brush. Side to side over that cloud. Load it back up. I'm going to make it a little bit darker as we get towards the base of the tree. Okay, just there like that. A bit more paint. All the way down, all the way down. Oh, we've got different colours. Let's blend them together. There, all the way down till we get to the where it's living, which is about there. Okay, now I'm going to darken a part of that off, so I'm going to hit some black. Okay, so every now and again, just let's put in some dark shadowy parts. That's where the sunlight is, so the shadowy parts will be over this side. So just a tiny bit, just a tiny bit of black mixed in with that. Look at the colours that we've got on there already. Crazy, eh? Crazy. Okay, now I'm just going to lift the, well, not lift the brush, but I'm going to push upwards with those colours. Right, wipe the black paint off, get some more magenta. Okay, and we're just going to go down there like that, side to side. Don't have to be a true representation of what's above. Just somewhere near. Just somewhere near. We'll do fine. Set that brush down. Okay, pull this down. Just pull down. And then gently come across. So we've got a little bit of reflection just there. Okay, take his palette knife. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of brown and then just go straight up the centre of that tree. Just up there like that. Just like that. Okay, let's wash this brush. Where is it? So wipe off the excess on a paper towel, swirl it in odorless paint thinner, and then just dry against a paper towel. Okay, a little bit of liquid white just to make it thin, and then into some titanium white just to beef it up a bit, just a tiny bit. Okay, and then every now and again we're just going to touch and just put a delicate little highlight of coolness just on there. Just a delicate little highlight. Just like that. Maybe down there as well, and down there. Just a little bit. I hope you like these colours. No, last week's we did pretty awesome greeny colours, didn't we? There we go. I'm just changing the angle of the brush. Makes it look like little plants growing next to the river. Okay, let's make a little waterline. Take his palette knife. Make sure it's dry. Let's take some white paint. Put it out nice and flat. It's got a bit of that liquid white in there as well, so we're happy. We're happy. Okay, let's set this thing on fire by putting in some water lines just there. A little bit of snow, perhaps. Like that. Maybe there. So it's a little tiny bit thicker than normal, this. But it's like a build-up of snow, perhaps, on the bank. Right, just let's take that round that corner there. There, like so. There, bit of snow all the way building up there, like that. So there we go. Now we've got it. Okay. Make it a bit thicker there. I like it a bit thicker just like that. Easy peasy. Neaten it all up. All right, let's work on this one. All right, so I think we'll have a nice big tree round about here somewhere. Okay, so let's get a rounded brush. Let's get some black and brown, black and brown, or brown and black. Okay, whoa, what was I doing, Dan? Wasn't even looking then, was I? Black and brown, straight off the top. There, like that. And again, why not? Why not? There. Just like that. Okay, paint that in. There we go, maybe a bit of a reflection down there. We don't know what we're going to have. We're going to have something, yeah? We don't want this tree falling over into the water now. Okay. Right, set that to one side for now. Now we've got that planned out where we want it. Let's just go back. I'm just going to tap some white paint into this dirty white brush that I've got, which had the crimsons and purpley colours, and we're just gonna put some kind of bushes and shapes that live out here on the riverbank. Just there, like that. Of course, nice cool colours against those warm colours. A bit more back here, like that. Maybe there's another one that's changed the tone a tiny touch. Of course, it's just a little bit of highlight. Just there. Just like that. I hope you can see that. Of course, you'll see at the end, but don't fast forward to the end. Alright. Okay. Right, let's smudge in something down here. Alright. Just like that. How difficult was that? In fact, there we go. Yeah. All the way out, maybe. Let's just fill that in. Let's fill that in. Okay. Right, put that down. Let's clean this brush off. The palette knife off. Right. Let's make a, well, before we start, I'm just going to scrape in you can scrape in some tree trunks, just using the paint knife and the point of that knife. You can even cut in some sticks and twigs and things like that. There, like so. Just gives a little bit of an indication. There. That easy. Just use the corner of the palette knife. Get on, Freddy Fly. Maybe even cut in one in the water. All right, let's paint on this. All right, so let's clean off some of that blue. We don't want it in the white. That's messed all my white up. So pull out some fresh white paint, and let's grab some of this. And I'm just going to very gently blend this around. I'm going to try and make a silver birch or two. Okay, just round a little bit. There, like that. And join the bottom. And then let's go up on this one. So we'll just start there. And up, and up, and up. You want to be pulling the palette knife around, if that makes sense. Don't be going straight across. Pull around. So make like a U shape. Like that. Follow your guideline that you put in. A bit more there. A bit more there. Like that. And up there. Like that. Okay. Let's tone that down a bit. Tiny bit of phthalo blue. Not much. And let's go into some of that white paint. And let's put some reflected light on this side. Okay, don't want much. excuse the arm. Okay, and then same again, you want to create like a U shape. Like that. And by doing this, gives it that rounded effect. Okay, there, down, 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 and down, down, and down, and down, and down, and down. Like that. Okay, so we've got a couple of silver birches there now. Right, I'm going to swill this brush off before I'll get any further. Okay, now silver silver birches usually have really fine, dangly sort of flowing branches and arms and things like that. So let's create one or two of those. So let's go into some paint thinner. A bit of dark paint, black paint. Okay, plenty of paint thinner. You want this really thin. Really thin. Okay, and then it's just start wherever you want it to be, and then just like that. Okay, yeah, they're not known for having massive, monstrous, gigantic branches, aren't silver birches. There, a bit more up there. There. Maybe it comes across itself. Maybe another one up there. As many as we want. We'll put a bit of foliage, not much though. I don't want to take away from the clouds and everything, but we'll put a bit of foliage up there. Let's put some sticks on while we've got that going. Just like that. A couple more out here. Okay, we need to put a water line in that side first before we get too carried away, yeah? Yeah, that's right. There, right. Okay, swill that off. Let's put a water line in where we remember, Dan. Let's put a little water line in. Where we've got that white paint on the go. There, might as well just use it. Okay, and a bit more in there. Nice vibrant colours for a cool subject matter. Like that. Well, we've got that on the go, we might as well just chop some of this off. Make it look like a little ripple or two. Where the old pike is jumping out, yeah? There and there. Yeah, wipe the palette knife. Okay, where's my brush gone? It's there, look. Okay, I'm just going to tap a tiny bit of brown, not much. Just tap up there. Just tap a little bit in. Up there, just a bit of brown, just a bit of background material. Maybe a touch there. Now, if it's not sticking, because the paint's quite thick, just thin it down with a bit of thin oil or paint thinner. Okay, but you have to experiment a little bit now what you want to put up there. Like so. There. Okay. Right, swill it off one more time. Beat it up. Beat it up. A little bit of white paint, and we'll just put some highlights on that. Not much, because we don't want to clash with this cloud. So I just want to touch a little bit of highlight there, there, and there. Don't want to clash with the cloud now, so leave that mainly like that. There, like so. But down here, where we're not going to clash with the cloud, let's put some little highlights on. So where the snow was really frozen, we can really put some highlights on. Just work on one bush at a time, one little plant. Doing it this way, it gives it a lot of, like, it looks frozen, if you know what I mean. Frozen little bushes and plants and all sorts. Fantastic things. Change the flavour again. Let's grab some purple. grab some purple. There. Maybe get some blue. There, like so. Back to the little grip liner brush. Some dark paint. Let's put in a few more sticks and twigs and branches of all sorts down here. Fold them in. Guide your eye to the centre. There, like that. There we go. You can change the colour of this as well. Get a bit of liquid white if you wish. And then just put a couple of white ones on there as well. Yeah, I'm liking it. Okay, I think it's about time we had a signature, so a bit of bright red paint. Alright, I'm going to sign this one down in this bottom left corner. But if you've liked this one, please give me a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel as well and leave me a nice, big, fantastic comment. And until next time, you take care of yourself, stay safe, and as always, have this and a happy day.